You're what's good, y'all? So I'm here to bring you the weekly analysis for this week. Now, today is April 7th, 2026. I was gonna do the weekly breakdown during the weekend, but it was Easter weekend, so happy Easter to all of you who celebrate Easter. And number one, number two, uh nothing was happening yesterday for Monday. So I'm like, I'm gonna, enjoy my weekend, right? I deserve it. I had a great weekend last week, and I'm gonna enjoy it, and I'll come back to the charts on Monday. So yesterday, festivities still continued. So I'm like, you know what? Tuesday, I'll start fresh, get everything out the way, and now we're here. So today we have AJ, EJ, GJ, GA. I think we have NQ and Gold. I haven't seen anyone recommend any other ones or suggest any other ones, so I'm just sticking it to that. And yeah, if you haven't seen last week's weekly analysis, or you gave a bust down setup. I'll go over that too. But it was crazy. So I'm gonna show y'all how I go over OU, and also I'm gonna be able to show y'all like how NQ did, how Go did, and how everything's gonna start looking, especially with the war going on, Trump just going AWOL, everything. So let's just dive into the charts. So here we have AJ, right? Aussie yen, and Aussie yen has been going upward in this area. So I know a lot of people are like, oh yeah, it's basically going towards the downside, but I'm looking for more sells from here. Yeah, you are looking for more sells, but you got to keep in mind of one thing. Let me get my trusty drawing tool, if I can find the right one that I like to use. Oh, here we go. Boom. Okay, cool, right? So you're gonna see that I think I can do this, right? Yeah, cool. You're gonna see that we got a downward trend, right? And we actually got this to be broken here, right? So from here, we're going to see that we had our double bottom, we got a break of minor structure, boom. And then from here, we got that test of that high. Usually when we get a test of a high, it's going to be like, all right, cool, something's going to break out of it, right? Now, once we got that break, this here was your area, right? To where you can automatically start to see. Let me see if I can get this out of here real quick. Here we go, right? You can start to see that this area here automatically gave you an opportunity on lower time frames to go ahead and execute a buy on the scenario to end up taking that towards the upside, right? Beautiful entry. And this happened on, I believe, EJ, GJ, and for GA, I think GA's been looking kind of like, I got a recap on that one. But these trades have been looking nice for the impairs. So for me, I'm just looking at everything that's like it's showing me like right now, like that's it. So if you caught an entry yesterday afternoon, beautiful setup going towards the upside. It hung around there until 9 p.m. So even if you looked in the afternoon and you got an entry, you might have gotten stopped out with the spread. I don't like to get in that late. I'll wait for the new day changeover, 5 p.m., 6 p.m. ish, and then I'll wait for Asian session to start, clock in on an entry, and then go from there. But yeah. So next one we have. Oh, if y'all liking the content, please, 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 please like the video, share the video, give your boy some love, and comment if you have any questions. Comment what you think. Do you trade AJ and not? Do you trade EJ and not? Any other pay you trade? Let me know. Let me know how you do. Like, I'm interested. Okay, so EJ. With EJ, we didn't get much, but we can still see like that buying coming up right now. I do see a lot of like orders in this area, like possibly bringing EJ back down. We'll see. Again, we'll see. But I would like to see EJ continue going upward. That's just me. So it did come up. This is from, I think, last week or the week before that I analyzed. Well, I was like, all right, cool. I want to see it to come from here up or from here up, and it actually gave us that retest coming towards downside upward. So this is the, it didn't even rally anymore, but it came up it came down here and it actually broke up towards the upside. So I know to many this is like, oh man, I already got lost in all this choppiness. You're right, you're right, you're right. And let me help you out with that. Let me help you out with that. All right, let me help you out with that. Hold on. My bad. I gotta grab my trusty dandy drawing tool. So boom, right? We got highs here, right? Cool, right? Everybody see that? Cool, cool. We got highs there, lows there. Boom. What do we do? Sell high, buy low. But we're in a bullish trend, right? Because excuse me. Oh man, this came down, boom, boom, boom. It broke. Ended up breaking this high here. Now, right? If it's gonna end up coming down, right, making a higher low, and then continue to make a lower low, but it didn't, right? Ended up just making a same low, and then it broke towards the upside and created a higher high. What's gonna come next? A higher low. Once that higher low is established, now you got to say, okay, cool. We're getting a possible change of trend. So now we got to see if we're going to create another leg to create the full extension of that 1, 2, 3 process. What do I mean by 1, 2, 3? Here's what I mean. 1, the push and the break, the retest, the pullback, and then the continuation of going towards the upside, the extended leg, right? After we get that, now we're playing through the low and the high. I don't know if this is looking weird on the camera. Again, I'm trying to sound new. Hang with me. The low and the high. So anything in between there, that's the only thing that we're looking for between there. All right, cool. If it's going to end up going higher, it has to break that high. If it's going to be going lower, it has to break that low, right? And change trend back into the bear side, right? But because we have now this being our low and now this being our target of high, which obviously it broke today, that's what we're looking for. So again, on a more minuscule level, when you start to look at these minor pullbacks, right? You start to see that, oh, okay, cool, this is equal high, boom, oh, look, it broke that minor level. Oh, cool, where did it come back? Back into this area here, right? Boom. Now this is where I would get the buy, take it up there, boom, until I get a reason to get out if I'm still holding. Boom, cool, no doubt, get out, no problem. Right, so you entered here, boom, got out here, boom, so, you know, good little RR, and then came back down here, again, same thing, right? Here we didn't get that much of a retest, so we're gonna have to wait. Boom, got the break. Boom, again, another retest here. Boom, could have possibly entered somewhere around here. Got that entry going to the upside. This wick could have been crazy, but it came back in, and then you could have held there, and it continued going to the upside, and possibly continue to target only here until you wanted to actually hold a runner, and then you see that it broke. So obviously, just like it broke here, we need a pullback. It's going to continue going upward. If it's going to end up going that continue to go up in that direction. That's it. So again, don't make it so complicated on yourself. I know it seems like I'm making it complicated. I'm not. I'm actually alleviating all of that pressure that you're seeing of the choppiness on the chart. Even through choppiness, you can still see what's happening. If it's choppy on the H4, zoom out, zoom out, zoom out. You can see things a little bit more clear now. Okay, cool. We got the higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Boom. This has been established as a low already. Boom. What do we get? We get a break of that. So now this is the reason why I'm seeing sellers coming into this area when it gets here. Now, if it gets here, yeah, but it looks like it's trying to make its way upward. Okay, cool. If it makes its way upward and it gets there, cool. Let's see if we can get something coming back towards the downside. Now, here's the thing, right? And I'm gonna give you guys this real sweet nugget, especially for those who stood here. Let me know if this opened your eyes and helped you in any way. Once it gets up here, right? Here's what you want to look for. Here's what you want to look for. When price gets up here, right? And this is gonna be like M15 time frame and stuff like that, right? You're gonna see like market stuff just start to play out. You know, maybe pop up or whatever. Maybe try to test this area here, right? Boom. And then once you see that change, right, of that change of trend, boom, and you get that retest and then the continuation towards the downside, yo, you're gonna have several opportunities to end up getting in on these levels all the way down to at least this area, and if you want to be like just more, I guess, alarmed, right? You can target this area as your first TP, this one as your second TP, this one as your third TP, and this one for really look. The holders, the real swing traders, boom, you can hold it to there. And that's not it. Like you can take one position and you can scale in at all of these entries going towards the downside, but you can also be able to scale out and then automatically like add size as it goes and continues. You know what I mean? Like those who know what I'm talking about know what I'm talking about. But if you have any questions, drop them in the comments. I'm here for that. All right, so that's gonna take care of that. The hell? Okay, my bad. My screen just glitched. I don't know if I had like an outage, a surge or something. I don't know. Still recording, so we good. All right. My bad. Like and comment, y'all. Let's go. Let's get it. All right, GA for GA. Where we at with GA? GA, I had this going downward. All right, so from GA, I wanted this to pop up, give me a retest, but I didn't quite get that. So instead, it gave me actually the pull down, the retest here, and then it continues towards the downside. Let's break this down real quick. So again, M15, right? M15, it broke down, boom. It broke down, gave us a little retest here. I know it looks kind of a little choppy, right? Let's hit the H1 real quick. Let's hit the H1 real quick. Boom, here we go. Here we go. All right. Boom, boom. Right, you can see that it broke out. Boom, gave us that retest, right? Just like EJ, right? Came up, came up. Boom, 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 boom. Look at that. Ended up breaking that low. Boom, came back, tested this here, and then here you can end up taking that entry towards the downside, right? And I know it might seem like it's a little late. You could definitely call something here, right? Especially if you're on the M5, right? Boom, right? Here we go, here we go, here we go. All right, boom. Here was a transition to the buy side, low, boom. Here's the exit. So once this broke out, boom, and it came down, this is your entry area in this area here. So you could have easily, we ain't gonna go for wicks, but let's just say boom, boom. Let's say entry candle was maybe there, right? Maybe you got in, let's just say 19 ticks, pips, sorry. You saw futures, boom, and you targeted this level. You could have gotten from 1 to 2, possibly even more. Again, you can even aim for that 1 to 3, go for that. And then like, yo, like you're chilling, you're chilling, you're chilling. Hardly any drawdown, and you're taking that towards the downside. And you can also trail your stop loss. So your stop loss is every time you get a new lower low, put your stop loss to that low high, boom, and continue to bring that downward and downward and down. And you see like it starts to play out for you every single time. Don't be afraid. All right, let's head to, I'm gonna try to speed this up now a little bit more because I don't want to make this video too long, but I want to bring a little bit more into it. All right. So GJ, my bad. I like cracking my knuckles. It's something I did ever since boxing. All right. All right. So here, right? I had it at this level Sunday where I was like, all right, cool. I'm either gonna get a bounce from this area and then break, retest, and continuation, which we got the break, the minor retest, and then boom, continuation to down upside. We didn't get that break, so this is no longer valid. So we're done with that. So now for this, it's just a quick break, retest, continuation, and going towards the upside. That's it. Same thing as I said with AJ, EJ, flawless. So let's keep it pushing. So that does it for Forex, all right? So I know I got some people here, mainly all my OGs. Oh, yo, we still busting with Forex. Cool. Now, NQ, indice lovers, stay tuned. I think it's starting to rain out there, so I'm gonna go ahead and speed this up before I get any of my internet drop down. All right. All right, cool, 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 cool. We have NQ here. So I'm looking at MNQ, not NQ. It's the same thing, obviously. If you don't know, now you know. The only reason I'm looking at MNQ and not NQ is because I know there's some people out there that, oh man, but it looks different. You don't need home run swings every single time to have your heart like that when you're trading. You should be calm, cool, collective, and take those base hits to where they accumulate into a bigger profit. Okay. So if you're with funded accounts and things like that, again, take it easy. Trust me. I'm telling you, because I know I passed several accounts. Actually, I'm gonna move that over here. I mean, you can't even see it anyway, right? Yeah, no. So I passed several accounts. My students passed several accounts. My students got payouts over and over again. Trust me. Stay on the micros and just take it from there. Once you create a buffer, right? Here's a nugget. Once you create a buffer in your I know I'm wolfing, I'm gonna get it cut, don't worry about it. Once you get a buffer for for your account, right? Balance, then you can start to say, okay, cool. I got, let's say, 2 grand, right? Or 3 grand, right? Now you can say, okay, cool. I want to try to trade a mini and I'm gonna risk maybe 250 or 300, right? Now out of 2 grand, you risk 200, let's say 300. Now you still have 1700 to kind of like, you know, use, right? Play with. So let's say on that 300 you risk, you actually make 600, 900 or more. Cool. You added that to your account. Now you get to take that out in the profit if you want to, or take something out. Always take profit. Always take a withdrawal, right? Take profit, same thing. But yeah, don't just build an account and not take nothing. Always take something. Always pay out something. You're working, but you need to get paid. But yeah, so M and Q. So excuse me. So I still see this coming downward, but I think it's just like playing off a little bit off of like again news and all that. So blah 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 blah. Everything that's going on with that. If I'm looking at everything that has to deal with what's going on in the Middle East and stuff with Iran, I mean not Middle East, Iran. Yeah. But yeah, just don't focus so much on what you're listening to and watching. Focus on what the market's already telling you, right? So for this, we need to see either it's gonna continue to pop up or it's gonna continue go down. For me, I like to see more bearish coming into this and continue going downward, but I need to end up breaking this level before like I can really be like, yeah, sellers are back in the game. We're gonna see some goodness. But if it continues and it does break this level, then we're gonna get a retest and continue. Not gonna, but we should get a retest and then continue towards the downside. I mean upside, excuse me. That's basically it. So yeah, we're gonna look to possibly target this area here. How crazy that I put that line there. Cool. All right. Yeah, that's basically it. I don't see much going on. This is no longer relic. Damn, it's really getting crazy out there. All right, so I wonder if my my mic is catching this. But yeah, that's basically it. Gold is already in line. It's already in progress right now. So with gold, very like if y'all haven't seen my videos from a little bit ways back, I can't remember which weekly analysis it was. I already had mentioned how like gold, when gold was down here, I think gold was here. I was like, yo, it's gonna start like popping up. It's doing that now. Same thing with M&Q when it was like down, it was down. Yeah, I think it's down here, right? Yeah. When it was down here, I think it had to be like a week or two ago. Down here, I was like, yo, it's gonna end up going back up. Boom, and it started popping back up. Like, so again, don't um I believe I made that video. Yeah. But don't force yourself to like not understand like what's like being done. Like that's it. You see this bullish run, you see the retest, and then boom, entry going towards the upside. That's it. Don't make it so difficult. Do not make it difficult. This is supposed to be very, very simple. Oh, look, there's a high. Oh, there's a low. We have bearish structure. Oh, look, this high got broken by this high. Now we'll switch to bullish structure. Oh, now price is going to magnetize itself to its nearest area to where there's a lot of touches, right? See if this works, right? High, new structure high, area of, I guess, opportunity, if you want to call it that, right? Area of interest, whatever you want to call it. Boom. So it came into this level. Boom, we bought, and pew, now we're looking for a move towards the upside. That's it. Make it simple. You don't really need much. You don't need any of zones, none of that. Like if this chart was flat out just let me see if I can move this. I believe I can. There we go. If this chart was flat out just bare, right? Just bare. It's so easy just to like draw out your structure. Okay, cool. Oh, market's going down. All right, cool. Boom. Now I know this is my structure. Oh, look, this leg broke here. Oh, okay, cool. This is the newest found area of support. Let's go ahead and target that first level support there. Oh, look, on the low time frame, we probably got a a rejection. So now we're seeing higher lows being created and holding, right? Even this one, and now look, this one's a little higher than this one. Now we should see a little bit more bullish upward, right? Trend. So now all we gotta do is just, oh, sorry. All we gotta do now is just basically like target that going towards the upside. That's it. So again, right? Well, we got that break, that retest. Again, got the high, got the low, same thing as the high time frame. Oh, look, boom. Oh, it broke again, right? Oh, lower time frame. Cool. Where did it come back to? Boom. It came back down into that area to where we can find a bigger area to enter on, right? Boom. It didn't quite get there, but you can obviously see like, okay, cool. We got a brick of resistance here. Boom. All right, cool. Smack a buy on there, right? Depending on how y'all trade, I know some people trade with like one um 100 ticks or whatever. Some people trade with 300 ticks, however you want to do it. But regardless, like, all right, cool. We got a good move towards the upside. So we targeted this high. Cool. We got this. It went even a little higher than that, but whatever. But even though you're still targeting those areas going towards the upside, you can still utilize those entries, right? Even if you were one of those traders that are like, oh, all right, cool. Yeah, I like using Fibonacci. Fine. Use your Fibonacci. Use your Fibonacci. All right. Use your Fibonacci. Okay, cool. I'm gonna use my Fibonacci. Maybe I want to, the nearest level here. I'm going to go ahead and do this. And then I'm going to target, my zero extension, right? I'm going to target my zero extension and my stop loss to go here. Boom. There you go. You got yourself almost a 4 point, a 4 RR. Boom. Guys, please, 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 please. Have a system. Make rules for your system to play out. But trade it religiously. Damn, I gotta like get out of here. Like and my segment is out there. But yeah. So I think that's it. I'm actually gonna let me hold on a second. Hold on a second. Okay. Okay. All right. So here we have my bad, yeah. I was on gold. So gold basically we're just waiting for it to go up. That's basically it. So I wanted to break down. I didn't forget. That's why I wanted to add it on here. I wanted to double check, make sure. So oil. Oil, I think I marked up around March. So that weekend, right? I was saying, yo, we might get a area test off here, boom, and going up. Look at that. Look at how much. If you would have put your money into oil on that specific just setup alone that I just gave y'all for the free, please like, comment, subscribe, everything. On that setup, you'd have made your money back at the pump. Mind blown. There we go. All right. So with that being said, thank you again. Like, comment, subscribe, help your boy out. Yeah, if you appreciate what I'm dropping here, let me know in the comments down below. Throw some fire emojis. Let me know what's going on. Let me know what you trade. Let me know how you did for the week. Let me know if these videos are helping. Anything. Let me know. Tap in. Much love. Again, peace. Let's go.